How can you avoid triggering emotions at work? The worst thing in the world is to get emotionally triggered in the workplace. Not only does being triggered feel, well, terrible, just think of every negative emotion you can: fear, anxiety, anger, frustration, sadness, guilt, shame. Triggers severely fritz your ability to show up as your confident best self. And they tend to cascade and ping pong between people, making difficult relationships with bosses, peers, and staff even worse. Here's what it took me too long to figure out about triggered emotions. And now that I understand it, I teach every one of my clients this basic tool. To manage triggered emotions, we have to look at them deeply. We have to allow ourselves to experience them. Triggers are really your brain's way to call your attention to something you need to look at and to teach you something that you need to understand in order to grow. It just turns out that the workplace is a perfect petri dish to learn these kinds of things. Here's the practice that I teach for detriggering. It takes some practice, but it totally works. First, learn to notice when you're triggered or about to get triggered. Second, feel and name the emotions that feel true for you, even if your mind tells you that it's irrational. If you're feeling them, they're real and they're true. Feel them and name them. Third, as you do this, figure out what you're learning about yourself. 4, find gratitude for this lesson about yourself. And finally, decide on an action that you can take that supports you and other people. Notice how this emotional intelligence process evolves from feeling, which is the emotional part, to figuring out and deciding, which is the intelligent part. This is emotional intelligence in a box. Practice and learn this way to process genuine emotions underneath your triggers, and your triggers will stop trying to get you to pay attention to them. Your personal brand confidence will take a notch up. You'll feel more comfortable in your stretch zone. Your challenging relationships will smooth out. And best of all, your stress levels will go down. Try it. What's your secret to emotional intelligence?